Here we go for day 2, because I completely forgot to mute my mic. I completely forgot to do a lot of things apparently today. Today, honestly, I'm being honest, wasn't a bad day. It was pretty good actually. I went to my meeting today and I got to ask a few questions because I wasn't fully sure. I have this opportunity that will basically allow me to get my early childhood educator. I didn't know if that was a diploma or if it's just like a certificate or how it was doing, but I find out that it's the actual diploma. So I'd be basically doing a 10-month program or 7-month program about instead of 2 years, and I'll have the exact same knowledge as the diploma and same credentials. So that was a huge thing, and I went through and I asked my questions, like basic questions like, oh, how are we gonna do this, blah blah blah. Then I asked like, oh, should I apply right away, or like how should I apply, because they haven't been advertising in our area yet. So like where I'm currently living, they're basically advertising all in a different area, different city area. Ours is supposed to be like taken for May. Like in May, they're gonna be starting, or soon, like April, March, sometime they're gonna be advertising our area. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, no, I'm part of the second area, and she's like, oh wow, well, if that's the case, you might as well apply right away. You know, the better chance, like the higher chance of you applying, the better the chance that you're gonna get approved. So I sat there and I did it. I sit out and I record, or not recorded, but I did the application. It's kind of like, it was an alright application. There was a few questions that I hated, like, what are your short-term short-term goals and your long-term goals? Like, what are you doing with your life? And I'm like, I don't really know. I just want to get a diploma so I can get an education so I can actually see if I can get a job that I like. So that's kind of how that went. And then this morning I woke up, I went to go get, like, I make iced tea because apparently I'm trying not to drink as much pop, and there was not much pop available for me, so I make iced tea. I make it in a big like go cup or like water bottle. Anyways, I make it and I fill up my cup with ice. So I started grabbing ice this morning, and then I fucking realized, I sat there and I'm like, oh fuck, the ice machine's broken in the fridge, because like it fell, and I'm like panicking, like, oh my god, it fucking broke. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to explain this to my stepdad that I broke it. He's gonna get so pissed. Like, he wouldn't get pissed, but he would be, I could see him getting annoyed. And I'm like full panicking, and I'm like, okay, I'll just leave it, mention it to when he gets home, you know, leave it as is. And my grandmother steps by, and I'm like, oh, I mentioned it to her. Like, oh yeah, no, that's been an issue. It's not actually broken, but it's just you have to line it up. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of left it at that. I was gonna wait for him to get home to mention it, and then my mom gets home, and I'm talking with my mom. I'm like, hey, oh yeah, I went to go get a drink of ice, like make a new cup of iced tea. And then I'm kind of sitting there like, oh, hey mom, by the way. And then she's like, my uses like my full name. Why haven't you fixed it? I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You think I know how to fix something like this? So she sat there and did it, which was nice and everything. So that went on. And then when I was like kind of sitting down playing with a friend who's a wonderful friend, I love her. I'm sitting there, I get a random text saying hello, and I check what number texted me, and it's the same number that's contacted me 3 other times. So this This child, I think, originally picked up her mom, like stole her mom's phone, and basically entered a random number into the phone and called me. She called me, and then I called back. So, and then she called me again at like a way different date. So eventually, I get a hold of the mom, like, "Hey, your number keeps calling me." So today, and I thought this was adorable. Today, I get a text saying hello, and I'm like, "Oh, hello, who's this?" "Oh, I'm on my mom's phone." And I'm like, "What are you doing on your mom's phone?" "Oh, I was playing games." I was like, "Why are you playing games on your mom's phone?" "Oh, I stole it. I'm hiding underneath the bed." And she's just texting me, just like, I'm like, it's pretty dangerous texting random people because, you know, um, I didn't know how old she was, but I was trying to like not make it so she'll do something dumb. But I'm talking to her and I'm like, "Oh, how old are you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm 7." And then I'm like, "You should probably go give this back to your mom." And then she eventually is like, "Oh, okay, okay." But she gets up and goes to her mom, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, my child's texting you." And I'm like, I don't really care. Like, I told the mom, I chatted with her a bit. I'm like, if you're ever overwhelmed and you don't want to deal with your daughter, like, you can give her the phone and like I could talk to her, which is kind of what I'm kind of trying to study for in that sense. So we chatted a bit, but I just found it so cute that the daughter's just messaging me and just, "Hey, what are you up to?" Blah blah blah, and she's just, yeah, that was fun. Besides that, what else has kind of happened today? I'm trying to think. Not much happened because I went to the meeting, got that application done. I wasn't feeling the worst. I did have some anxiety when a person's like, "Oh, hey, you should go talk to in the server, Discord server I'm in," and I'm like, I'm anxious because I feel like I hurt the owner and made them upset, and like I did stuff that would make them really upset. So, and her roommate basically messaged me saying, "Oh, you should go talking," and then just pure anxiety. Eventually, I followed through and was like, "Fine, I'll talk a little bit," and I did, but it didn't really help with the anxiety. Eventually, I met some wonderful people, and yeah. Besides that, I was a good day. I had a good day. My friend, a really close friend, had a panic attack, and I love her. I know she gets anxious, and you know sometimes when I say things, she'll get really anxious and really worried, and it hurts because like I care for her, but I also know I can't always be there for her. So it's kind of a not necessarily like a winning or losing situation, but it's hard to be there for her at all times while also trying to live my own life. But I still try. Besides that, I'm still kind of on the tipping edge of what to do with the one girl, one streamer that I consider a friend. I have a few people that I've really cut off contact with, and I'm not fully sure what I want to do. Like, I made them uncomfortable. Like, they said, "Hey, you made me uncomfortable," or "This topic was really extreme and it made me uncomfortable." And I just get so anxious and so worried about it, and I just don't know what I want to do. I could reach out, I could just say hi, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Like, I want to build relationships, I want to be with people, but God, I hate not knowing what to do. Well, it's not that I don't know what to do. That's not necessarily true. It's just like my mind screams multiple things like, oh hey, you should go contact them, and then you contact them, and then it's, oh, you should talk to them more and more, and then it just kind of gets overwhelming to the point where I'll send too much messages or something will happen, and then it's just like, fuck, you know, I screwed up. And then they'll be like, oh, you know, I overstepped or I did something that made them uncomfortable, and I just feel like absolute garbage because of that. And so I'm not sure. I could consider messaging her, just saying hello, but I'm not, like, on her status it's like, oh hey, I don't usually reply to DMs, join my server. I don't, like, I know, like, I talked to one of the mods, I know I'll probably be welcome back and everything, and, you know, they say I'll be welcome back into the community, but it just doesn't feel right for me to come back when I feel like I did wrong. I made people uncomfortable, I didn't do my part of aspect of caring and being a supportive person. I broke down, and that's kind of my fault. But I'm just not really sure what to do. I could join, but yeah. Maybe I'll go flip a coin tomorrow, I'll just say. God, that I see is gross. Definitely is not strong enough.
I will stand my ground.
I could say, I could flip a coin tomorrow and just say, hey, should I go reach out to this person? And another person reached out to me, and I just, like,
Cannot outrun my enemy in this mud.
feel bad for piling all my problems on them. Like, tomorrow I meet with my mental health person, but I only meet them at 1:30, so that's going to be late in the day. Besides that, I don't really have much plans for tomorrow. I need to go, because I'm on welfare, I need to go check if they fucked with my welfare check, basically, because they've been fucking with it every single time, and removing a bunch of money, so I've been basically getting, like, $600 Canadian, and told, go live your full month, you know, pay your rent, pay everything with $600 fucking dollars. Like, yeah, if I wasn't living with family, I'd be fucking homeless. Which is kind of why I'm so excited about this program, because it's for people that are on income assistance or on welfare that are able to, you know, be able to do this. So I'm excited about it, but it's just stressful. And I just wish it'd be nice to be able to make money off like YouTube or make money off Twitch, but I know I'm not big enough in the sense of, hey, oh, you can make money or like have people do donations and stuff. I'm not big enough for that. Like, even on, for example, like on YouTube, I only have, I think, 50 followers. On Twitch, it's 300, I think. Above 300. Like, that's not a bad thing, but I've never really defined myself as a community. I never sat down and, like, said, oh yeah, this is who I am. This is my community. And that's kind of been the part where I struggle. Like, I have a Discord server. It needs to be reworked. I need to completely rework it and everything. And I need a way to put myself out there. So I've been struggling to, like, edit. Like, I struggle editing really hard. And my good friend, I'm not gonna say his name. He reached out to me because apparently he watched my video yesterday and was really moved by it. He's amazing. I love him. Love him to the death. But I know he's busy a lot of times, and I'm trying to be motivated in the sense to actually record stuff and find an editor. And it just sucks being poor because like even this model, there's a model, like I want a different model, I wanted an updated model. Like I have an idea for what I would want, but I don't have the income for it. And I've considered maybe trying to get a brand to sponsor it, but I'm not sure who the fuck I would even approach. Like I think it'd be nice to be able to do that, and I think I have the attitude, like when I'm which kind of sounds ironic, when I'm not depressed or I'm not like anxious and being like, oh my life was bad, I think I have the attitude and, you know, the not necessarily confidence but the personality to be caring and supportive and making content. Like I'm good with people and I'm good with, you know, well at least I try to be good at motivating people. That's kind of why like the early educated thing kind of interests me, because it's, you know, it's not just about teaching kids, it's also in a sense, this is something I was thinking about, you're also teaching them how to be human in the sense, to motivate them to be better, to motivate them to want to live their lives and, you know, contribute, be good people. Because I think a lot of people, not like weren't raised properly, but a lot of people don't know how to be kind. They don't know how to, you know, be thoughtful. There's lots of people that are, but a lot of the younger generation, I think, it's not just like brain rot or like, oh, these, I'm like the boomer talk, oh, it's all the technology's fault. Like I wouldn't blame technology. I would say raising them and being supportive of their dreams, but also not forcing them to do things like forcing them to say, hey, do this or do that. Like I think we need to motivate, and I would love, I might, I said I was gonna do this. I might try to find a way to make this into more motivational. I don't know. I don't really know how big this will blow up or anything. I don't know. But you know what? I am looking more positive towards the future. It was a hard day yesterday and kind of past week, but maybe my meds did help me with my mood, because I didn't feel like shit today. Actually felt pretty good today. Today was a good day. But what I'm thinking of, I did send this to my work, like my mental health guy. Not this one, but my last one that I sent. I'm like, hey, I don't know if you have time to watch this. I sent it, it's like 7 o'clock. He's not going to be working until tomorrow, but I think it'll give him an idea of some of my thoughts and some of my anxieties. I don't know if this was a really smart idea doing this, but it's an idea, and I'm going to try and commit to it. Like I said, this is not going to be a edited thing. This isn't going to be professional. This is just me speaking my mind. And how much I ramble, I'll ramble on from days to days, but I might know someone, like I have another friend that might be able to help me with a model, but I feel really, really bad for not being able to pay her and stuff. Like she said she can do payment plans, but I've been so screwed that like I have no income because of how inconsistent welfare is. Like I can't even make a plan like that. Like, oh, I can't, like, you know, save up like $10. Like I don't even have $10 to save up. That's how inconsistent welfare has been and how fucking insane it's been. And I find it just crazy. How do you expect to live off like nothing? I don't, like I did make a GoFundMe, but that I haven't received anything from that. I didn't think that was going to be anything, you know, that was going to be huge. Like, oh, hey, you know, I made a GoFundMe and this is going to blow up on Twitter. Like I made a single tweet,
A
but
giant robot comes this way.
besides that, I didn't think it was just gonna be like, oh, blow up. Because I know some people have the luck, some people have the connections. I say it as luck because it kind of is. It's luck to have someone follow it or repost it, and in a sense, luck to get it popular. And a lot of people, they deserve it. I don't really think I deserve it as much,
I am.
but
Return to the battlefield.
it would be nice to get that help. Like, I had a friend, someone that I kind of met recently, they're like, oh, you can go on to like Reddit and then post it in these subreddits. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then I go to their subreddit to go try and make a post, and then it's, oh, it got instantly removed because you don't have enough credit karma. And I'm like, well, fuck. You know, like, what do I do? So I'm kind of just stuck here, like, I can't really fucking make a comment because I don't have enough credit. Like, I could, maybe, for example, message the mods, but I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do. I need to get I need a financial worker. I need, it's not even that, I just need like stable income. Like if I had a stable income, I think a lot of my problems wouldn't be instantly solved per se. Like, oh my god, you know, I have all my problems. I think a lot of the issues, like financial stress, like I go forget when I made the payment, but actually, you know what, I can check. So I have a car loan, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go make a payment on my car loan. And as I'm doing that, oh, excuse me, I make that payment, that's fine, everything. But then, as soon as I did that, I get a phone call today saying, oh, hey, you're $500 behind on payment. I'm like, bro, I just made a payment, not even, you know, fucking a while ago. February 20th, so that's 4 days ago I made a payment. And that was for my car. That's 4 days ago, and I asked them, like, when I made this payment, like, oh, am I up to date? And they said, yeah. And then the guy fucking calls me, was like, oh, I could barely understand him. This guy was trying to talk to me, and I could just not understand a single word of them, what he's saying. It's like, oh, well, you're behind on payments. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna go get that figured out eventually. But really, besides that, today was really not that bad. I'm kind of in the debate. I'm gonna ask a friend because I want to record something tonight. And I'm debating if I want to record Subnautica or RimWorld. I feel like I should do Subnautica first and then RimWorld second. Like do like an hour or two. It is almost 8 o'clock p.m. my time. By the time I really I'm not gonna really cut this down, but get this processed and uploaded, probably be like, and eat something, probably be around 8:30, which gives me an hour or two where I can play Subnautica, you know, have some fun, modded Subnautica, and then after that I could do RimWorld. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But, you know, if you're listening to this or you're relating to any of this, like,
Why does it consume the spirit?
the one thing I always thought myself when I was the most depressed and I was most, like, at the point where my life was the shittiest, is you take a step, no matter how small it is, eventually you'll get to where you're going. My life has been nothing but hurdles, but you know, even when I'm at my worst mental state and I'm breaking down mentally, I refuse to give in to the aspect of let me just go drink alcohol and just break down. I refuse to do that. I know it's hard, but as long as you take a step, no matter how small, eventually you'll get where you're wanting to go. And what I'm thinking right now, 7:45, I have a plate left over of some food that's probably gonna be really fucking gross, but I need to eat. I haven't really eaten dinner. I'm gonna go warm that up. Then I think I'm gonna go play some Subnautica. But it's not as long as day 2, or let's say day 1, but I think today was a lot better. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow, so I guess I'm gonna go record some Subnautica. Today is February the 24th. 7:47 p.m. 2026. But I'll end it here, and then I'll see you in tomorrow's update.
For now,